We are live. So hey guys, we're back out on the track next to pit row, watching the cars go around. I'm here with Covenant Christian. They actually have two teams this to talk a little bit and hang out. Just before we get started, as a heads up, we're getting potentially some rain and some lightning coming up soon. So it turns out we're going to be starting to pull the cars off the track a little earlier than normal, starting with some staggered endings. And on that note, as we're talking about some crazy weather and things, we've definitely had an interesting day one of the race. Yes?
Yes.
So could both of you share with me a little bit about your first day, some obstacles maybe you weren't expecting, how you're overcoming that, maybe how the weather is affecting your strategy, and kind of how the day has been. I'm sure a little stressful, but we're all here to support you guys. So just share with me a little bit about today.
Yes, at the beginning of the day, since we had a little bit of extra time due to weather, we decided to charge our batteries for as long as possible before we started, which gave us a good indication of the fact that we were having some issues with some of our batteries, which is now fixed. So our car should be in good working order now, which I'm glad that we had the rain, because otherwise that might not have happened.
That's interesting. Cool.
And we had a lunch break. We had to take a 2-hour break because that's how our division works, but we got an extra 30 minutes on the end, so we got to fix some problems that was going on. And it did mess up our strategy a little bit, but not too badly. So
it's nice to see a positive twist on some of the chaos that today has proved for some teams. Talking about your team in general, Covenant Christian is a team that's been around for a bit. They are no rookie to the Solar Car Challenge themselves, but some of you ladies were sharing with me that your team as a whole currently that you're working with is a little rookie, and I'm assuming some of that has to do with the fact that we've had a 2-year gap in between those two races. So you tell me a little bit about how that's affected the team and what you guys are doing to help kind of, stay on top and work through those issues.
Yes, actually 2 years ago we decided that we were going to build a brand new car, and that got us a lot of new people on the team. Sadly, we lost a lot of those people due to COVID issues, and Ellia is the one returning member of our Advanced Classic team. I joined 2 years ago, and I happen to be the captain, even though this is my first race.
Wow, that's crazy. So tell me about being the only member returning.
well, I did this race 2 years ago, so I had just gotten out of 7th grade, and I was really new to it. I was just, with a bunch of seniors and stuff. I actually really helped them build the car that's right behind us, actually. That's our advanced car. I helped build.
Continue racing.
That was one of Covenant Christian's cars that just passed behind us. So pretty exciting little cameo that we just got from one of your cars. So tell me a little bit about what it's like to have two different cars that you guys are working on. My understanding is you have kind of like a varsity team and like a JV team. So what's that like, being able to kind of have both of those and have experience both ways?
Yes, for most of the year we work as one cohesive team until any time that we're at the Speedway. We're two separate teams. We completely divide off and work on stuff on our own. So our varsity team is seniors only, and JV is everybody else. The cars are identical, except for the fact that one has lithium-ion batteries and blue stripes on the front, and the other has lead-acid batteries and orange stripes on the front. So it's quite difficult to see the difference of the two on the track.
Yeah, and we've talked with some of our listeners so far about the differences between advanced cars and classic cars, and you mentioned that the lithium-ion versus the lead-acid, so we're carrying with you a little bit. What other ways do you feel like, maybe strategy-wise or just the way you guys run as a team, what's different between being on your JV versus being on your varsity, and maybe what are you looking forward to with eventually hopefully moving up?
Well, for our varsity team, their strategies for the race day, theirs is different. They have to take a 30 break throughout the whole day, but that's it. Versus us, we have a planned 2-hour break, so they have to strategize a little differently. And since their car is built to go faster, they have to calculate what good speed to sit at, even though it's way faster than what ours is. So
that's really interesting. And again, we've talked a little bit about how today's been some crazy weather, so a lot of those strategies are kind of thrown out the window just a little bit. But it's nice to see everybody adapting. How have you felt like your car has performed today? You obviously passed scrutineering, so you've made it through. Scrutineering is long and it's hard, and I know it was long and hard for your team, but you're here, so tell me a little bit about how you're excited to race, what you're looking forward to over the next 3 days, and where do you think, what's your capability of your car, and how well do you think you'll be able to race this year?
I feel like we could do really, really well. This day didn't go exactly as planned. There are a few kinks here and there, but we're hoping to make up for lost time now and for the next few days.
Anything to add?
I don't know if this is for sure, but I think our advanced classic car is in second currently right now. Last time I checked it was, so we're hoping to make up those extra laps and hopefully get first by the end of the race.
It's really awesome. And talking about kind of competing and being competitive, have you gotten to hang out or meet some of the other teams, and what has that experience been like? I know a lot of our viewers have maybe never seen a Solar Car Challenge, and there's a good chance there may be some teams out there that are looking forward to hopefully coming out to a Solar Car Challenge in the future. What would you say to those teams as they're trying to get out here, and what's this atmosphere like for them?
Our competitors actually in first place right now, Wiley, I actually got to have a conversation with their captains and their advisor this morning. Everyone here is so nice, and everyone is willing to help out if something's going wrong with the car. I was helping out on a different team's car yesterday, and everyone wants for everyone to be able to compete, which is really nice because it's all in the spirit of doing something new and enjoying something with STEM and with this solar car race. So we all want everyone to be able to participate if we can.
It honestly doesn't even feel like a competition until you get to the race day, and it just feels like you're racing at the actual car, not even the people. I've met some amazing, super friendly people. I got to know some people from Arkansas, even though we're in Texas. It was super fun, and we even have our neighbors that are in the garage space next to us. We were talking to them a ton, and we got to be pretty good friends with them, so it was really fun.
That's really, really awesome. And I know stuff is moving pretty quick here, so I won't try to keep y'all too much longer away from your team, partially because, we've got a captain over here and some return racer who needs that expert knowledge for the rest of their team. But I did want to touch on the fact that as two young women doing a STEM challenge, I'd love to hear a little bit about your experience and what made you decide you wanted to do this, and what has kept kind of keeping you rallying forward, and what has that been like, and do you have any encouragement for other girls that might be interested in this kind of thing?
It's not something that you typically call for girls, which it is for everyone. And I've met a ton of brilliant girls through this team and outside of this team, and our JV team is actually majority girls. We only have 2 guys on our team. Any girl who wants to do this can totally do this. And when I started, it was actually just Ellia and I on our JV team that were girls, and it was the majority guys. But the thing is, anyone who really wants to do this, even a guy, will understand someone who also wants it just as bad as they do. And anyone can. That's the thing about science, technology. It's for anyone and everyone.
Do you want to add on?
Oh, sure. I joined this because my brother did it, and I really look up to my brother. He's in college for electrical engineering, so I just really look up to him and stuff. And it doesn't even matter that he's a guy and I'm a girl. I can still follow exactly what he's doing. So
it's really awesome, and I'm really appreciative to see you two gals come and hang out with me. And like I said, I know some of the cars are moving fast. It's now 3:50, so I know you guys are going to want to get back to your cars and coordinate your team, but I really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's been really great talking to you guys, and best of luck throughout the rest of the race. I hope you guys the best, and plenty of sunshine for the rest couple days.
Thank you
of course.
so much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.